How's it going, my aristocrats? I hope you're all doing well. I want to talk a little bit about journaling today. So I know that I've talked about journaling in the past and everything. I know that I have one video on it like in the past, but I feel the need to rediscuss it again because it is a practice that I've recently got back into doing. And so with a couple of days ago, I'd recently got back into journaling and everything. I'd recently got back into like doing that and everything because like there was like a lot of thoughts on my mind. I just got back from like vacation and everything, and like I didn't have my journal with me on vacation, but as soon as I got back, like a day or so after I got back to where I'm living, there was a there was like this thing in my mind where I'm like, okay, I've got like a lot going on right now. I've got like a lot of like thoughts in my mind and everything like that. And I think it's best to like put that all on paper and just like get that out, I suppose. And it is, it actually did prove to be quite healthy. And so like I've been journaling for like a couple of days now and everything. I've been like getting my thoughts down on paper and everything. Like I know I spoke about it like in the past, but like in the past, as I said, like I wasn't really too big into the practice in the past. But now I've like gotten back into it. Now I'm like back into the flow and everything like that. And like now I'm journaling a lot more, and it feels really good. So I'm not gonna like talk to you about like, oh, three benefits of journaling, or three reasons why journaling will boost your brain power, like this. And like, no, I'm not gonna talk about that. But like I'll talk about instead is like just one just one benefit, but it's a big benefit, and one that a lot of people neglect. The biggest benefit of journaling is the fact that it allows you to get so much off of your chest. Because think about it. So many people in general nowadays, they just keep everything in. They keep everything bottled up. They keep everything like to themselves. And what does that result in? If you fill a bottle up enough, it's going to overflow. If you fill that bottle up enough, it's going to overflow and spill out. And that's exactly what's happening with people. Like they'll just keep their emotions hidden. They'll keep their feelings and everything like hidden like and locked away like deep inside. And they'll just like bottle it up. And what ends up happening eventually is like they'll just explode, or something will go wrong. Like they'll break down, or they'll explode on somebody, or like they'll end up like hurting somebody else or something. Or even if not that, then they'll hurt themselves, or they'll just like have like this massive like mental breakdown or whatnot, and like they'll wonder why. But the reason for that is because of the fact that like nobody is open about that. Like nobody like wants to find a way to express those emotions. And there are multiple ways to express them. You could express it through art, or music, or in my case journaling and everything like that, writing. But journaling is a means by which to do that, to express those emotions which you've had like deep inside of you and like kind of like pent up, like things that you don't really want to talk about with anybody else. You can write about that in your journal, because who's going to read your journal unless you have like really invasive parents or invasive like siblings or whatnot, and like you don't want them reading your journal, then like you can find something else to express that, those like emotions or whatnot. But like the journal, it's perfect for that. Absolutely perfect for like, expressing those emotions and everything. Because as I said, you are the only one who's going to read your journal. So if you're having trouble with like emotions, or like you have like a lot of thoughts going on in your mind, journaling is perfect for you. But you know, even if you feel that you don't, or even if you're not really like conscious of the fact that you're having so many thoughts and so many feelings and so many emotions like going on in your mind, you should try journaling. You should give it a try, because even if you don't feel that you do, you might. You might have those emotions like pent up inside you, but like you're just not really aware of it. Because that's how I used to be too. That's how I used to be too. Back before I started journaling, back before I even started like self improvement or anything, and back before I was aware of like many of like the mental health like crisis and everything like going on in this country, I too kept all those emotions to myself. But it resulted in me being like very depressed and everything. I didn't have any like means by which to express those emotions, and so like I just ended up getting like depressed and becoming like a doomer and everything, like like the stereotypical route that so many men are taking nowadays. But I'm showing you right now that there's another way. Like I would tell you as well to like go get therapy and everything like that as well, like because I feel that so many people, especially nowadays, need therapy, but there's also the fact that so many people don't have access to it. So many people don't have access to therapy or whatnot. Like I do because my school pays for it. My university pays for it, so it's free for me. But there's so many people who just don't have access to it who need it. And for those people, I would highly suggest becoming involved in something else to express those emotions, so like get those emotions out of you. And like for me, one of those things have been journaling. Like even though I have therapy available to me, I'm still journaling because it's still helpful. There's still things that I'm like reluctant to tell my therapist or whatnot. So like, I know you're technically supposed to tell them like everything and whatnot, but like like you never really want to tell somebody like everything. So you really want to like jot your thoughts down in your journal and everything like that. And yeah, like I feel that it's one of the best means by which to get those emotions out of you. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, peace.